Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, we did this to ourselves. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the keys to victory, I want to say shout out to y'all for copping the merch. Shout out to y'all for doing them pick'ems every week, man, getting at this bread. Tasha Leach, man, she won twice already out of the 4 weeks we've been doing it. Make sure you put your pick'ems in before the Packers game. This the keys to victory, man. This is how I believe we can schematically put something together to beating these Green Bay Packers. Nobody think we could do it, but I'm not just everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's a wrap. I'm not gonna give you a death sentence, especially on a team like ours when the division is this close. Everybody lose, we win, we in. If we win, this will be the biggest win of the season. Biggest win of the season in the entire division. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that down the stretch, December football, I got to give us the benefit of the doubt because we played really well down the stretch last year when nobody believed in us. Similar situation. The last 4 years we've been in it in December, later in the months, nobody believed in us to get some things done, and we still were able to get some things done. It's our fault that we got these peasant franchises in our division talking to us like they somebody. It's our fault. We put ourselves in this position. Let's make no mistake about that. For the Washington football team to even be able to have the phlegm and they spit in their chest to talk to somebody who been to the playoffs 3 straight years in a row. For the Washington football team to even be happy that they have 4 wins and they have a piece of first place. For them to be happy about it. You know what I'm saying? For them to be as happy as they are, to be a 4-win football team is our fault. You know what I'm saying? They and the Giants are where they were going to be regardless. Injuries hurt Dallas. Injuries and underperforming hurt the Philadelphia Eagles. It's no surprise. They're where they're exactly supposed to be. They do this every year. The Giants in Washington. They do it every year. Every year they do it. It just so happens that this year it's almost good enough to possibly make it to the playoffs. So you know what I mean? We did this to ourselves. We got these dudes happy. We got these dudes, fanatic. They feeling good. They got the team spirit. They do what they do every year, though. What's been different about this year for either one of those franchises? Honestly, I thought about this last night. What's been different about this year? It's a lot of stuff I wanted to get off my chest on Bad Dogs live stream, but I got to be respectful of other people talking, and you got to go into the flow of the questions being asked. But it made some more questions pop in my head. What's really different for them? Nothing different. 4-win team in December. This is who they've been for the last 5 years apiece. I'll tell you what's different. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles matching their energy. You are what your record dictates. It is what it is, and we are equals to these garbage teams in the division. And we got to go out there and steal one. The bottom line, we got to go out there and steal 2 of these games and take care of the rest of the division. I believe if we steal 2, possibly the Packers, possibly Arizona, maybe we get the Saints. I don't know. We got to steal something. We got to steal 2 games and win these last 2 division games, and I think we put ourselves in position. A lot of people don't think we're going to win another game, but they're not willing to bet on that. They're not willing to stand on that hill. I'm going to believe in my team till the end. And especially while there's still a chance. Come on, 1 week changes everything in the NFC East. It's a chance for all 4 of these teams. And we are part of that 4. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. How do you change this situation that you in if you're the Philadelphia Eagles? First of all, you got to run the ball. We talked about the lack of, running last week. We talked about how disrespectful it was, how disgraceful it was. Carson Wentz don't need to throw the ball in this game any more than 25 times. It need to be a balance. I want to see 30 run plays called and 25 passes out of Carson Wentz's hand. I don't want to see a pass from Jalen Hurts. I'm not knocking Jalen Hurts, but the guy that you got starting the game, you believe he's starting because he gives you the best chance to win. He need to be the only one throwing the ball. Why waste it? Why waste time? You got to run the ball because you having trouble on 3rd down. Why aren't you running the ball? The first key is run the ball. The second key got to come on the defensive side of the ball. I think Slay know what he's up against. He was beaten like an African drum against DK Metcalf. Now you're going against who I believe is the best wide receiver in the game, and Devontae Adams. And you got to understand how the Packers use this guy. The Packers like to use Devontae Adams in a lot of scoring situations. Now, what I mean by scoring situations is this. They could work the ball underneath all the way up the field with Aaron Jones and whoever, tight ends, whoever, all the way up the middle of the field. And when they get to the 2 or the 1 yard line, they're throwing the touchdown pass to Devontae Adams. As you see, is what it is. Aaron Rodgers going to his money man to get his touchdown. It is what it is. That's just how they operate. You got to play Devontae Adams every time he's on the field. You got to play Devontae Adams in situations where you got to take him serious. Every time he's on the field, he's a threat to get a ball. He's a threat to get 10, 12 targets a game against us. You got to play Devontae Adams serious. Trust me, I got him on 90% of my fantasy leagues. Dude gets the ball at will. Slay got to chase that dude around. And I feel like that this is a game to where we've seen on paper how you can beat these guys. Another one is a relentless pass rush. We got to find some way. We got to dial up a different way to get to Aaron Rodgers. It might not be our traditional way of just bringing 4, thinking that's enough pressure and leaving everybody else on the island to get scorned. But you can't play Aaron Rodgers the way you played Russell Westbrook last week. Now, it worked. For the first time in a long time, Jim Schwartz's scheme worked against the Seattle Seahawks. We played defense good enough to win that game. The scheme worked. But at the same time, you cannot continue to play that against every wide receiver every week. Now, DK Metcalf won the majority of 50-50 balls. Slay was right there. DK just too big. Devontae Adams ain't that big. So I don't see a lot of 50-50 balls being thrown up to Devontae Adams in this game. I see a lot of quick timing routes because those dudes are in sync. So you got to run the ball and you got to be aware of Devontae Adams in scoring situations. Anytime that you're on the field and Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to take a quick strike, you have to be able to identify and locate Devontae Adams, period. The third key to this game is the hard count. The hard count. Everybody thinks we sweet. Baker Mayfield hits us with the hard count. Daniel Jones hits us with the hard count. Anybody hits us with the hard count. Aaron Rodgers is a maestro at the hard count and snapping the ball and getting a free play. We cannot afford that. We got to be disciplined on the offensive side of the ball as well, which is another key. You know, no pre-snap penalties. We got to play clean football if we're going to go in here and steal one. We stole one from these dudes last time, but I believe that, you know, we're in prime position to steal something from somebody. I don't know if it's going to be Green Bay. I don't know if it's going to be Arizona. I don't know if it's going to be the Saints, but we're going to steal something from somebody. I am not going to sit here and feel like we just about to lose out. We're going to steal something from somebody. Green Bay is next on the menu, and I believe the Philadelphia Eagles have a chance at winning this game. They have a chance, but the offense has to play offense, which brings me to my final key. Do not, under any circumstances, if you can help it, receive the ball first. Put your defense out there first and give your team that possession to start the second half, because you never know what can happen with it. I think that was another major turning point for the Philadelphia Eagles in the Seattle game. And Doug Peterson, man, you know, if you don't have to go for it on fourth, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a 4th and 1 or something like that, I understand that. But let's not get too cute. Let's go out there and play winning football. Kick your extra points. Let's just play winning football, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.